Howie, brother, I am so here for this vibe. I ran and got my Miami fit to record this TikTok. Man, you did it. You actually did it. A lot of solo projects actually overshoot because they're trying to like prove something. Like, dude, this is you. You're not Howie Duro anymore. Howie Papichulo. I cannot express how impressed I am with it. I don't think the world really understands it. So like, that's why I'm filming this. You know what, Howie? Leave it to me. I got you. Okay? I got you. In typical style for me, I've already gotten underneath this track in a whole bunch of different dimensions. You know, I don't know if you've seen my stuff before, so lock in. I got you. Start with the technical stuff here. Got a chord progression 5-4-1. That's B minor, A major to E minor. Caminando arriba de la plena, con el sol dando en tu... Actually a very simple B minor progression. It very simply descends downward, over and over and over. In other words, it knows exactly what it wants to be. It's not trying to be something else. It's critical, right? Any of you ever met a Puerto Rican before? You're not a confused people. But Howie, what's so remarkable is that you, on the other hand, expressed plenty of doubt about your ability to not only pull off this vibe, but pull it off in a way that's like natively acceptable to your people. You know, since you spent so much time as a Backstreet Boy doing pop, I get that. But let me tell you something, Poppy. Let me tell you something. The entire identity of the song isn't from the technical stuff. It's from the vibe. It's from the groove. It's from the atmosphere you gave it. Not the chords. We could decorate the chords a dozen different ways, but it's you matching the groove, the Caribbean soul. Take it from someone who spent countless nights writing Spanish music on the Southern California beaches, like trying to find me. I felt you so completely when you said that, and I'm so happy that you like had the courage to say that out loud. That's why I'm the right person to make this TikTok. Like, this song doesn't at all feel like a pop star trying to reinvent himself with like a midlife genre experiment. Like, that's not what this is. This almost feels like a trippy glimpse into like an alternate timeline of like what you could have been. Yeah, you've done solo work before, but this is different. Like, when I listen to the song, it makes me understand that you have all the traits that could have fit you right in with like your Latin peers. Enrique Iglesias, Mark Anthony, Ricky Martin. You have that warm tone, effortless delivery, you got a relaxed presence. You know what? Let me just stop for a second and remind some of the viewers here that you're in your 50s doing this. Like, please, can we like for a second imagine this motherfucker doing it? Now, Mark Anthony was very intense and extremely emotionally devastating. But Howie, I can easily see a timeline where you slide in as like a pole to that, offering like massive amounts of contrast. Mellow over explosive, romantic over tortured, the beach at sunset counterpart, like Mark Anthony's like soul-ripping tension. The second you touched this vibe, it became immediately clear in my mind. You absolutely had this lane available to you the entire time. And I don't think any of us ever knew that. It's actually insane you ever doubted yourself, but man, I get that, man. I get it. All right, now back to the music. Now, don't get me wrong, progression does remain mission critical. It's actually an attractive progression, has this built-in sense of like resolution without being dramatic like whatsoever. And to me, that's like a critical production element because it matches your vibe, it matches your voice. That's why it's so critical to line up with songwriters and producers who really get you. This track is quintessentially Caribbean. E minor to A to E minor. It's so much more island adjacent than it is Mediterranean. So you hit that right. A lot of Americans will hear Latin and immediately think like Spain, Andalusian, flamenco, Benesse, Jesse Cook, Otmar Liebert, Gypsy Kings. That's my lane, they're my heroes. But Caribbean music traditions, they don't go that way. They lean into rhythm, percussion, groove, that rather than like flashy Andalusian ornamentation. I could easily see a world where AJ fought you for the rights to this track and then like pushed it into some kind of R&B. That contrasting thought right there should illuminate the proof to everyone that like you pulled this off. Despite the fact that the song is like quintessential Caribbean vibe, not Mediterranean, there's still so much room on the track like to have played with a hybrid sound. The reason for that, I think, is because like the harmony and the arrangement stayed like so deliberately chill and consistent. I found myself like yearning for like one additional payoff, like near the back third of the song. Something that maybe like my flamenco brain is just like bent on. Probably just my ear, that's the problem, you know, you being Caribbean, me being Mediterranean. Because like the song absolutely does not need more instrumentation, like it's perfect. Just for fun, I kind of let my brain go there a little bit. There are like one or two tiny little pockets where I felt like a tasteful nylon string lick would work. Like a light descending flourish. All right, fuck it, let me just like play it. Probably gonna embarrass myself.
Haciendo curucucurucu.
Obviously play with a lot of Spanish guitar with the Backstreet Boys, so like that's not like a foreign concept to you at all. Like I really do understand like wanting to stick with the Caribbean roots. Now, just to illuminate the difference to some of you guys who don't really know the difference between like Caribbean and Mediterranean, to push the song from Caribbean to Mediterranean, you're talking like destroying the song by changing the harmony entirely. The E minor, like the third chord, would have to change to an F sharp. Like your ears can like immediately detect that cultural difference, right? That's why it's nearly impossible to fake an authentic vibe, because you got to know where to go next. That information is extremely cumulative. It's non-local. You build that up over time. It's in your bones. So much so that that's where my ear wants to go. So Howie, the thing that impressed me the most, not that you made a good song. It's that you found a version of yourself that just feels so natural. And part of me understands like what that takes and like why it took so long. I'm not sitting here at all wondering why it took so long. I feel that pain, but you did it now. So congrats to you, man. I know this is more than just releasing a solo track. Like I know I can feel it. I really can. So congrats. Really, the only thing I would say is I hope this isn't just a little dip. Like I want the album, different tempos. I want different grooves. I want different harmonic directions. Straight up, when you drop that album, next thing for you to do is book the band shell in Miami. Because when you do book that, I'm gonna be there and I ain't buttoning a single one of these.